What we're doing is an awesome race simulation up the famous Mount Lemmon. It's a 21-mile climb. We've got a breakaway group 15 minutes up the road, and we'll see if they can stay away. And we only have a certain amount of riders that can pull all the way up to 7 cats. And then when we get to 7 cats, we should see the fireworks fly. Looks like we have Gunner driving the pace on the breakaway. Dan Lauterbach, really nice work, guys. We've got the Riddler, Dr. Glenn Newell, off the front of the race, currently leading the race, I'd say by 10 to 15 seconds. You guys can see Glenn about 15 seconds up the road. We've got Gunner on the front, Dan Lauterbach, Jenner here sitting on, Al, and Preston. The breakaway is in pieces. There's bodies on the road. We are only not even a third of the way up this climb, so this is going to be a really difficult day. Gunner driving the pace hard. Dan Lauterbach, Jenner sitting on, while Gunner drives the pace up this climb. Probably about a 10-second gap from Glenn to the breakaway group. Awesome job. Looking super strong. Are those Cinch riders out there? All right, we've got Glenn Newell here. We're almost to the first big checkpoint in the race. Molino Basin. Glenn Newell's off the front, and I feel like it looks like he's putting in time on the breakaway group that has disintegrated. There are only 3 people from the breakaway left chasing Glenn. Glenn's looking strong. Go, Glenn! We've got Cheryl Tracy and Jen Ahern pulling to 7 cats. They're doing a great job pulling the entire group along. Once they get to 7 cats, we will have more riders in play. But the idea of this exercise is for everyone to work together as a team, and everyone has a specific role. And each athlete goes all in on that role for the greater good of the group. So here we have Jen and Cheryl Tracy pulling the group all the way up to 7 cats. They're doing all the work. They're setting tempo on the front for their teammates, and they're doing a great job. It does appear that they may be chasing down their teammate who is off the front, Glenn Newell. What do we think about this strategy? Only time will tell. All right, here we are. We've got the peloton coming up. They are starting to catch the first couple of riders that are coming out of the breakaway. There still is a pretty big gap between the breakaway and the peloton. Will they be able to bring it back? I'm not sure. They'll be off, and now we have more riders into play. But still, the protected riders can only go if their teammate goes as well. So the team effort is still on. We should see a new cast of characters entering into the race. The peloton has arrived at 7 cats. Riding tempo, it looks like, for Tom. And they are setting a blistering pace on this section of the climb, trying to make a selection and whittle down the riders and isolate the best riders of the group before Windy Point. He is doing a great job here. We have Gunnar Gustafsson leading the race right now. He overtook Dr. Glenn Newell. He is in front of the peloton and at the pointy end of the race. Can he hold it? Is the question on everyone's minds. He looks strong. Take it on a gel. That ride nutrition is really important, especially for these long climbs. Gunner is now leading the race with Glenn in second and Jenner in third. They are out of Bear Canyon, approaching Manzanita Vista. Around this corner, they should be able to start to see some of these breakaway riders in their sight. We have John Vina on the front. Pulling this group along. All right, we can see the team captain, Caroline Resin, giving orders to her teammates. The breakaway is about to overtake Glenn Newell. He is the second place rider out on the road. We are approaching Windy Point, and it looks like there's still a lot of riders left. I think all of the big stars of the show have teammates left. Tommy D making an attack with Matt T. Or is it Matt T making an attack and Tommy D covering it? I'm not sure. These guys are going for it. They are not wasting any time here. Everyone is frantic. Get on the wheel, they are saying in the radios. Get on the wheel. Oh, and there's a split. Can Tori bring it back? And the final breakaway rider is in sight. Gunnar Gustafsson made it past Windy Point. Couldn't quite get there, but still a heroic effort by the Texan. They are overtaking Gunner. Again, a valiant effort by the Texan. Really incredible job. Scott Shaw throwing the first attack. He's ready to get this party started. We have Tori setting a blistering pace on the front, doing what she does best. Tom Danielson on the attack, trying to lure the other riders away from their teammates. It looks like Caroline Resin is following. Can they match his attack? Scott coming to the front, trying to offer his assistance and bring this group back to Tom Danielson, but they are having a hard time of it. I think there's about 2 miles left. We have about 2.5 miles left to the top. Can they get back on terms? Tom has turned this race upside down. We have about 3 miles until the top, so plenty of road left. Can these guys get back on terms? We have Scott, Caroline, Tori, and John Fallon. Scott leading the charge. Come on, Scott! two girls, Tori and Caroline, working together to try and get back up to this race, get back on terms. They are trading pulls. It is windy up here. Tori and Caroline have gotten back to Scott. Scott, Tori, and Caroline all working together. We've got Tom Danielson still off the front. Tom's off the front. Class right here, the three of them working together, not giving up, sharing the load. Girls have dropped Scott, and it's just the two of them, teammates on the bike, working together. True class. This, John. Okay. All right. We're on the top of Mount Lemmon. What an exciting finish. We had Tom take the win. I think second place was Caroline, and then Tori to pulled. Wow, incredible effort done by all, but I think everybody here definitely won their ride. It was a super exciting day. Really exciting to see everybody put it all out there and really step into their defined roles and go all in on their efforts. Incredible job done by the Cinch community. Now it's time to get our clothes on, get down the mountain, get warm, and get some food in our bellies. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next year. I don't know, is that good?